Hello freaks, geeks, degenerates and basement dwellers. Welcome to the War Zone. I'm Scruffy and this is Skruffytalez. So we're gonna be taking a look at a map detailing a bit how Ukraine has built up their defenses. These maps are older. I don't use the maps that show freshly geolocated Ukrainian defensive lines. I do like to wait for those maps to have been floating around for a while before I make use of them. And after that, we're going to take a look at where Russia is focusing massive amounts of artillery for the past month, or for the past couple of months even. And it clearly points to where Russia wants to push through, and it is at Zaporizhia. So let's take a look. Right, so here we have a map of Ukrainian defensive lines. I usually don't use maps like this until they've been out and about for a while. But reality is people are mapping out defensive lines, Ukrainian and defensive, and Russian. I mean, Ukrainian and Russian, and Ukraine, publishes stuff like this on their own, how they build stuff, why they build it in certain ways, and where it's at on the occasion. This war follows no traditional guidelines at all on controlling the information space. It's wild. Anyway, here is the outline of the Syrsky line coming down. Is it something like this, I think. This here, the white line, is the Syrsky line. And here, roughly here, is where you have Dobropilya. And that means you have Pokrovsk. No, not that. My bad. How do I go back? I don't think I can go back. Okay, so Pokrovsk and Myrnorod down here. What a shit show. And as you can see, if you have Pokrovsk and Myrnorod down here, this is where the Russians came in north of Pokrovsk and Myrnorod towards Rudinsky. And from here is where they then moved north in the Bunny Ears operation. That's here. And as you can see here, you have all the defensive lines I've been talking about between Dobropilya and Pokrovsk. So the question is, are the Russians really aiming to go into this hornet's nest of Ukrainian defenses to reach Dobropilya? Who knows? And over here, it should be something like here, I think, you have the fortress belt with Kupiansk and Kramatorsk and stuff like that. And so again, the Russians want to come up here into this valley with the fortress belt to the east, the Syrsky line to the west, water features in between, and the defensive lines. Is this an area where the Russians want to fight? I'm not entirely sure. But we are seeing, and we've been talking about this for quite some time, that the Russians have been trying to come in south of the Syrsky line in order to operate behind it and behind Ukrainian defenses. And the thing is, these lines here did not exist 6 months ago, 10 months ago, when the Russians started pushing here. But because the Ukrainian defenses were so effective and the Russian advance was so extremely slow, Ukraine has been able to build up credible defenses behind their primary defensive line. So the Russian push south has not managed to exploit the fact that there was a gap in this area that they could have utilized if they did manage to push through. Open ground, they could have begun maneuvers behind Ukrainians and behind the Syrsky line and what have you. But the Ukrainians have, by the looks of it, been able to lock down this gap in the defenses, and they are now ready to trap and box in the Russians in a number of kill boxes, as you can see here. And you even have another one here and stuff like that. You also have a river coming down this way, if you can see the blue there. And I do believe you have Huliapol down here somewhere, and the Russians have taken Huliapol. We're now seeing a shift that the Russians are trying to begin pushing up towards Huliapol from the south and to the west, because they haven't been able to reach the river yet as they had hoped. But as I will show you on Andrew's map, we are seeing a massive shift from the Russians away from this part of the battlefield down here with intent in reaching Zaporizhia instead. Primarily a big push here along the shores of the dam, the lake here. But we will see on Andrew's map how the focus has definitely shifted down to this section of the front line. So let's take a look at that. So here we have Andrew's map, and where he has pinpointed, geolocated artillery strikes, airstrikes, engagements, drone strikes, and stuff like that. Now, every situation has not been geolocated. Every artillery strike has not been caught by drone footage and stuff like that. Not everything has been put online, but we are seeing a clear indication where Russia is focusing artillery, airstrikes, and everything else. So these circles with white and red, they are Russian shelling, Russian artillery strikes. So this area here is what we're talking about, from Huliapol all the way over to Zaporizhia. And over here somewhere is where we have Pokrovsk. So take a look at this. From the 31st of December, we're moving now forward. Take a look where the focus is. Yes, you're seeing artillery all along the front line, but the focus is down here. You can clearly tell that the focus has shifted away from Pokrovsk and Mirnorad, where the Russians have been pushing for a year and a half, 2 years even, in this area. And now the shift has the focus has shifted down here. I was thinking maybe the focus would be up here towards what's it called? A forgotten name of the town. Zooming in, Konstantinivka. Sorry for that. But it seems as if this is where they really want to push through towards Zaporizhia, have a breakthrough here to fight at Zaporizhia and potentially moving up towards Dnipro. You can see here the focus is intense. This is where Russia wants to break through along this front line here, Huliapol all the way out to the dam and where we have Zaporizhia, because they're trying to break through in this area where you had that gap, and they're failing, and Ukraine is now building up numerous defensive lines in the area that hopefully will be able to trap the Russians as they are slowly making gains despite all the focus of their artillery and their airstrikes and rocket strikes. Well, I hope you found it interesting and that I'll see you in the next one. As always, go po marsh, Ukraine, and give them hell.